Put on a little makeup. Make sure they get your good side. Tuck in your throat. I don't remember the words. Pound note. Got that one. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here. You know that was Billy Crystal all along? There really is no Adam Ant. It was Billy Crystal.
All Billy Crystal.
All right, let's get over to our friend Rick. How are you?
Hey, good to hear you guys.
Good to hear you, Rick. How was your week?
It's been a fantastic week. Got really great news on my wife's cancer treatment, so I'm in a very, very good mood. And that's even though I have to go back for the last week before recess of the children in Sacramento. So couple things. We have several bills coming up, and this I think is a really good way for everybody to know kind of some of the background that, Jeff, you and I talk about how the games they play. So this will give you guys an idea. So when we have testimony happens in a room. You have to go through security checkpoints. They are not easy. They are worse than TSA. They are long. There's no way to cut through. You can't buy some, kind of clear things so you can get through faster like you can some airports. And literally two sets of the places where we meet. One is in the old Capitol building. The other one is what they call the swing space, which literally sits a half a mile away from the Capitol. So, you're crossing streets, traffic lights. So here we go. On Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning, we have over in the swing space, we have a meeting in public safety on the firearms bills. That's Senate Bill 704, where they're trying to, as you know, Jeff, do something that can't even happen right now, which is have the feds run serial numbers when they don't have a system and we don't have serial numbers on barrels. So it's kind of a dumb bill, but they're doing it anyways. At 9 a.m., so that's a half hour later, and realize that's not the first bill. So if I'm stuck in that room, then I'm supposed to make it over to Assembly, Water, Parks, and Wildlife Conservation Fund, which is, in the Capitol building. So they run the half mile to get over there to work on a wildlife bill. But at the same time, in Senate Public Safety, which is back in the other building at 9 o'clock, is the firearms prohibitions to minors that would block kids that did dumb things that all of us on this show have done when we were kids, but it would stop them from being able to buy a firearm until they're 30 and basically ruin any number of careers for them. And then at 9:30, back over in the Capitol building are both the Ghost Gun Bill, 1263 with Gibson, and the Glock Ban Bill, 1127. And none of those we know exactly when they're going to go. That's when the meetings open up, but those could be at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's a day of running back and forth between buildings. And this is not done by accident.
Of course not. Scrambling. Do you have an e-scooter or like a Star Trek transporter?
Nope.
Where's that teleporter at?
Man.
I have tennis shoes, so...
Unbelievable.
A couple pairs I could probably think, huh?
Yeah, I usually go through, Jimmy, a good pair to a pair and a half every session. So, yeah.
Not surprised. Absolutely
Honestly.
Not surprised.
But I also put something out. So I put out a newsletter. I know, Jeff, you get it, that talks about the different bills. And I put something out because I've really noticed going out to a lot of places, people say, I'm a patriot. And I'm not saying this to upset anybody, but, if you realize what Jeff and I and everybody on this show has talked about, there is over 8 million of you out there who own firearms.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to put this in really simple terms that, we know that most of them don't come together because the number is more than enough to sway any election, including the gubernatorial in this state, in our favor. But from gun shows, auctions to the counters of federal firearms dealers, I know you've heard this, Jeff, from kitchen counters to tailgates, from the range to the field, we hear these are 3 reasons people don't vote. I don't vote because it doesn't count. I don't vote because I don't want to do jury duty, and I don't have the time to vote. And I ask you, if you've ever said those, are those the words of a patriot?
Come on.
Because I would answer, they're not.
Thank you, sir.
But moreover, everybody complains about the prices. I want you to think about it. If every gun owner just gave $2, just $2, we would have $16 million to fight elections here in California. That would make us a juggernaut in this state.
Yep.
Or if everybody only donated 50 cents, every gun owner, 50 cents, that's nothing. we'd have over $4 million to fight bad legislation. But none of that happens because less than 5% of all gun owners engage this community. And engaging doesn't necessarily mean donating or doing anything else. They at least listen.
Yeah.
These words need to be said.
My point is, for those of you listening, those of you on the show, great. Thank you very much. You've done the first step. But we got to come out of the closet and we got to start talking to people. And we got to do it fast because we have a great opportunity right now. We're winning in the courts. We're winning in the legislation. We're stopping bad stuff. We just need to get some more votes in there. And that happens with the people rising up and voting. And so just need you guys to start really doing that because we can restore our rights. If you already look at the places where we flip seats, we've done incredible work this year, and we need to build on that momentum.
Yep.
Jeff, you reiterated this numerous times. We have to stop being this silent majority.
Yep.
We have voices.
It's not working.
We have the pride to be able to protect ourselves and our families. We should be able to vote and donate when it comes to these things because we have to. You can't do it alone, Rick. I understand this. You need the support of this community that you're helping and providing for. So,
in other words, get off your butts, go vote.
Please, folks, and donate. We need to help out. Who's helping us, folks?
Yeah.
This is not if, like Rick said, if 50 cents can help us from all of us, can help out that much more, then why not?
Yeah,
and so people understand. I had a guy get pretty argumentative with me on Friday night, and he said it takes millions of dollars. And I said, no, it doesn't. I mean, you can look in one of the communities where this show is heard. We had Letitia Castillo with less than $90,000 beat a very well-seasoned candidate and a family, that's a political dynasty, the Cervantes family, who put in $1.6 million to her $90,000, and she beat her by just about 600 votes and got in.
And it didn't Harris spend $1 billion on the presidency?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how'd that work out for her?
People get tired of failed policies, and we need to ride that particular wave.
We need to support
and
the
boy,
people.
how easy is patriotism? Hey, here's a check for $1.
Yeah,
I'll take a few moments out and fill out my ballot.
Yeah, these words need to be heard. So, Rick, real fast, I did get a question. Actually, just wanted to see if you can comment on AB 2571. It looks as if I have Mark over here. What do you comment on? Let me see.
I can comment on it.
Go ahead.
That'd be wonderful. Yes.
Yeah. So 2571 was the bill that the governor 3 years ago ramrodded through, which was supposed to be to remove, quote, Joe Camel from advertising guns to minors.
Oh, yes.
In reality, what it was designed to do was destroy the next generation of firearms enthusiasts, competitive shooters, etc. And what it did was it made it so, like, if Jeff wanted to go advertise to some kids about mounted shooting or doing a cowboy action shooting, every single flyer that Jeff put out there that could have been picked up by a kid would be a $25,000 fine.
Whoa.
If you're a major university and you were sending an email, a letter, and a flyer encouraging them to come shoot, oh, that's encouraging firearms. Yep, $25,000 a piece. So as a result, we had universities pull apart. We had all these things. And what happened was we took that to the federal court. We won. The state appealed. It went to a 3-judge panel that we were not confident in because they were appointed by Democratic presidents that tended to have a not-so-favorable view of the Second Amendment. And the 3-judge panel in the most liberal court system in the country, in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, said to the state of California, you crossed way too many bridges. You violated the First Amendment several ways. You violated the Second Amendment. You're not allowed to do this. This is absolutely grotesque overreach, and told them off. And so now we're going to wait to see what they're doing. And they've been reluctant to go for the en banc panel, which is 11 judges, which there's an argument that the government has a little bit more control of who sits on that bench for it, but they've been a little reluctant because the Supreme Court, it looks like it's going to take Duncan. We assume it's going to take Duncan v. Bonta, and that's a case that went up and down and went back up again, and the state did not push for the en banc when, for a second time, the Ninth Circuit 3-judge panel told them they were wrong. So we're going there. I did see one of your people online was talking about, we need a bill to find the authors of bogus bills. everybody, I couldn't agree more. The problem is that would take a resolution of the people of California, because several years ago the Democrats hoodwinked the people of California with a proposition that defends them and protects them.
Yeah.
And so that's why we need to fight this way.
And it was really important what you said, I believe it's just last week, about the opportunities that you give the young folks and the people going into college for opportunities that not just the able-bodied, but the disabled, all these different things. You give them the opportunity to reach the scholastic heights that everyone else kind of takes for granted. And I think those words that you said were really prevalent. There you go. These words don't work all the time. But no, we created a clip, and I hope everyone gets to see that, because you said so many powerful things for all to hear, and especially the youth. So, yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, and I wanted to let Jeff know, a good friend of yours and mine, who does another podcast that I won't mention the name of it, but I had him up to your store. He is leading a charge on the CCWs to lower the training statewide to about $175.
Nice.
Whether it's the 8 or 16-hour class, to force a lot of these other trainers and these other entities to lower the price or get out of the marketplace. So
that's wonderful.
I think this is going to be good. I think it'd be cool for you to meet up with him again, because you seemed to get along the last time you guys were together.
Anytime you want.
This is going. Yeah, this would be a great catalyst. So,
And you can mention it was Gun Guy TV.
That's very
yeah. It's Joel Persinger. So
Imagine
Joel's doing
democratizing
that,
personal defense.
Okay, Rick, we're almost out of time. Anybody wants to donate?
CRPA.
Go ahead.
Yeah, CRPA.org. And if you have a question, contact at CRPA.org. And if you haven't joined CRPA, join us. And Jeff, Jimmy, your entire team, I just thank you. And Mark, just thank you so much for everything you guys do and for supporting us.
Well, and most importantly, are we still going to lunch on Wednesday?
Yes.
Well, thank you,
Everybody
Rick.
heard it.
Yeah,
God bless you, and all our prayers to the missus.
All right, Rick. I'll talk to you on
thanks.
Wednesday. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Love that guy.
All right, that's Rick from the CRPA. You heard it, guys. $2 for every gun owner in California alone. Just California.
Come on.
That's less than the amount it costs you to get the background check to buy ammunition.
Yeah, it's actually
So if you'd spend
less
that
than
money,
half.
if you'd spend that money, you wouldn't have to spend more money. It's a worthwhile investment.
All right, you're listening to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio
we
Network.
got a pile of phone calls.
Let's
we'll get to you guys
go.
as soon as we get back.